Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Graves again. I'm going to go ahead and do the fraction test answers so you guys can look at it on your own time so we don't have to go over it in class. So on the very first one here, we had Miss Lee brought 2 2/3, and we're at 2 2/3 to share with her other teachers. Each teacher is going to eat a third of it. So how many teachers can share the pizza? So the key word here is of course going to be share. And since it says share evenly, we assume we have to then divide. So I'm going to divide, and then when I'm dividing, I'm going to go ahead and do the first thing is do Texas to change my mixed to improper. And when I do that, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to have 8 thirds, okay, divided by 1/3, okay. So I'm going to do my KCF method here now, and it's going to become 8 thirds times 3/1. Okay, so of course 8 times 3 is 24, 3 times 1 is 3, and of course I'm going to get 8 because 24 divided by 3 is 8. Okay, on the second one it said which number is closest to 8. So number 2 is looking for which one is closest to 8. Well, that's not really hard. We got 7 and 2/5. 7 is our whole number, and 2/5 as a fraction is 40 cents. Then we got 7 and 3/4. Of course, the whole number is 7, and 3/4 is the same as 75 cents because you have 3 out of 4 quarters. Then you got 7 and 1/6. Look, I'm not gonna lie here, that's kind of hard. So I'm gonna whip out my calculator because I'm too tired right now. 3 and 6, 9 by 6. So we're gonna have about 0.16 with the bar. And of course, my last one is 7 and 6/9. Well, of course, you know the whole number is going to stay there. But 6/9 actually simplifies to 2/3. And those of us who actually know that 2/3 is equivalent to 0.6. So of all these numbers here, okay, which one of these is closest to 8? Well, of course, he has to be this guy here, 7.75. Okay. So, okay, number 3. Oh my gosh, that's one of those kind of hard to model here, but I'll try to do so anyways. So we had one whole slab of a square, and it's divided into 7 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So wait, okay. And then they divided it into, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's really change colors here. Yeah, I think I can. So I'm going to shade in the first half, like so. Okay. And what I just shaded was actually 3 out of 7. And then we're going to go ahead and change my colors again. Wait. Sweet, I can't have to do that. Excellent. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and shade in my tops. And the blacks is obviously 1 out of 4. Now remember what Mr. Graves said? That in this case, let me change colors again. Remember to get red. Sweet. Here are all my blank spaces right here. So since those are my blank spaces, I know I have to multiply. So that's going to be my answer. 1/4 times 3/7, which is of course B. Go back to whites. Okay, sweet. We'll do that. Okay, so on number 4, they told me, I'm turning this light off. I need the light on. Nice, wait. Okay, it says a hamster weighs a fourth of a pound, and the total weight is 1.5 pounds. Okay. Now, if you notice, it says that the total weight of my hamster is 1.5 pounds. How many hamsters are in the cage? In. I didn't see any of, so I'm going to just go ahead and say I have to divide. So I just smart. If it's not of, I have to do the opposite, which is divide. So it's going to be 1.5 divided by 4. Go do the Texas method again. To go from that mixed to improper, I'm going to get 3/2 divided by 1/4. Now I do the KCF method. And now I get 3/2 times 4/1. Multiply across. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 1 is, of course, 2. And 12 divided by 2 is 6, which happens to be answer number D. Okay. Okay, number 5. This is actually one of the easiest parts of the test to me. So we got 2 and 2 9ths times 1 and 1/8. No, go back. Wait. So I'm going to go ahead and do the case. I'm going to change my mixed numbers to impropers so I can multiply. I'll do that with the Texas method where I multiply 2 times 9, which is of course 18, plus 2 gives me my 20. Denominators never change. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Okay, 20 times 9 is 180. 9 times 8 is 72. 72 goes into 180 about 2 times. Let me double check that. Times 2. That's a 4. Yes, yeah. That's it. And 180 minus 144 will give me 36. Sweet. 36 over 72. If you guys notice, 36 plus 36 is 72. So half of 72 has to be 36. So I know that simplifies down to 1/2. Not hard. Then number 6, we have 3 times 6 over 7. Wow. Not hard. I'm going to go ahead and just write a 1 in the bottom here because it's a whole number and multiply across. So it's going to be 3 times 6 over 1 times 7, which is going to be 18 over 7. 7 goes in 18 twice, and 18 minus 14 is of course 4. Should be the answer on number 6. On number 7, we got 4/7 divided by 3. Well, once again, I'm going to do my KCF, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a 1 under this whole number, and now I can do my KCF method. I'm going to keep my first fraction of 4/7, change that division to multiplying, and flip my second fraction. Now, of course, 4 times 1 is, of course, 4, and 7 times 3 is 21, and I am done. I can flip over to the back here. Okay, on number 8, that one I'm going to realize can be difficult. So what I'm going to do, what I did, because they asked for the least value and the greatest value, I'm going to start with the answer choices. So for A, we had 4 plus 1/2. Well, if we know the LCD here is going to be 2, so 2 goes in 1 twice. Multiply those and I get 8 over 2 plus 1/2, which is of course going to be 9 over 2, which is of course going to be 4.5. I'm going to change that improper back to mixed. Hope you can read that. Let's see if I can erase that. Ugly looking B. Sweet. Alright, on B, you had 4, now minus 1/2. I'm going to go ahead and just skip ahead here for those who know. that's going to become 8 over 2. Because once again, we know that 1 goes into 2 twice. Just multiply by 2's. So 8 minus a half will be then 7 over 2, which is going to be 3 and 1/2. Then for C, we had 4 times a half. Well, that's easy. 4 times 1 is of course 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. For D, I had 4 then divided by half. You're still going to get the same thing. 4 over 1 times 2 over 1. Because remember, we do KCF. Keep our first one. First fraction. Change division to multiplying. Of course, 4 times 2 is 8. 1 times 1 is 1. It's going to be 8. So obviously, 8 is going to be my greatest. And my smallest is going to be that one. Or my least. Okay, on number 9. So which expression, oh that's not hard. Which expression shows how many 3/8? So I got 3/8 of a hamburger right here. 3/8 pounds of a hamburger can be made from, the key word here is from. And that tells me I have to divide. So 3/8 can go into 4 1/3. All you have to do was take, literally, 4 1/3 divided by 3/8, which is of course 3. I'm glad to say not a lot of people miss that on the test actually. Okay, on number 10, what I'm going to do on number 10 is I'm actually going to go ahead and write what they had as a fraction, 1/2 times 2/3. And actually, does this model represent that? So I'm going to go ahead and draw a box. Now my box was divided into 6's. Now, it may have been difficult to see for some people on the test. But this part here that's in gray, or in, well, on the test is gray. I'm going to make it black. Okay? This was 1 out of 2. Okay? I'm going to pick another color. I'm going to pick blue. Yeah, let's pick blue. And for blue, they had, let's see if I got it right. Yep. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. And look where they overlap. Right over here. Okay? That's right where they overlap. So let me get this here. So that's actually, let's see. That is what? And the white is 2/3. Okay. So is this accurate? I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say yes because I know the blue I have 1, 2 over here. In fact, let me go ahead and change that. Yeah, I can't wait. Bam. 2 out of 3 diagonally. I'm going to say yes. Say cuz blues are 2/3 and blacks are 1/2. If you had something like that, I gave you credit on the exam. If you wrote something crazy like IDK, I just said no, you get no points. Okay, number 11. Well, this was actually just a PEMDAS problem. I wasn't there to explain on the parenthesis on the percent sign, but it was supposed to be percent. It's supposed to be a multiplication. So it was actually 2 4/5 minus 3 1/2 plus 3/5 times a half in parentheses times 2. So of course, if we know anything about PEMDAS, no, I made a mistake. Bam. MDARS. One of the parentheses first. But if you notice, multiplication comes before addition. So I'm going to add first. Then I'm going to, oops, no, I made a mistake. Oops, sorry. It's actually